Good morning. Welcome, friends. Welcome back to the channel. I'm starting off at my sunroom door with my annual planter. My pansies are still going, and I'm getting to really love these pansies. That's my dahlia I grew from the roots. I did two, only one came. So I'm just giving you a quick update as to what's going on in the garden. That's my mock orange. It is finished putting on its show, still has a few blooms. Hanging baskets are coming on pretty well. Hellebores are done. That's the daylily, and we'll get some blooms soon. This is a blue hydrangea. It's flushing out. I did not get any blooms last year because I had whacked it all the way down. It had a whole bunch of stalks, and I figured I wanted to get a new flush, and I didn't get any blooms, but this is a beautiful blue color. Coming back over to the front of this lily bed, I have an Asiatic lily poking out. I think there was a couple in there. I only see one. For some reason, I started to see holes in there, in the flower. So this is back to the mock orange. Still a few blooms, but it flushed out pretty awesome last week. My euphorbia. That's the Ascot rainbow. I love that. And this is the rose. It actually looked like it was half dead. I was planning to dig it out, then it sent out some really beautiful blooms. I chopped off the dead part. I did spray it with a systemic spray. Hopefully I don't get the black spots or the little bugs that are eating the leaves. And that's another arborvitae I'm planning to put about midway between where the workbench is. And that's I found a small hydrangea in the garden, so I put it in a pot. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that yet. And updates on the arborvitaes. Did plant them. So just a little bit before the month end. This is the end of May tour. I'm letting this hue flush up a little bit. There was some spots. I lost a couple branches and there was a hole in it. So I'm just letting it just grow and then I'll reshape it. But those are looking awesome. Still have not gotten back there to finish digging up all the plants behind it, but it's looking quite awesome. I put the mulch down in the front. I didn't do the back yet because some plants are still there, like the lilac. I have the salvia peeking out back there. There's like milkweed. There's a few stuff back there. Another mock orange on the back. Has a few blooms. And then I have these little black, whatever they are. See them on there? They eat the leaves up, pesky little things. So now I have a little walkway to go behind the shed. And I'm thinking of relocating the greenhouse right in this space right here and move it from the back of the shed. Guess I'll work in it more. It's been a storehouse really. The salvia is going. And then this tree, I will have to find out what it is. I normally shape it up, like make the top a little squarish and round it up on the edges. This time I decided to prune it up as a tree form. And man, look at those blooms. The pollinator surely loves it. There's bees, I've seen butterflies, and it actually smells pretty good. I was working in the garden. I finally got to weed the back garden down to the fence where all those bamboos are. Cut the bamboos, everything. So this is really doing well. Still need to prune a little bit on the base. So you can see all the blossoms all over the place. But this is awesome. I have taken out some plants. I start putting them in the ground. So I have a few empty pots. Maybe some of the ones I dig from the side garden, I might end up putting them in the pot for now. This was from the side garden where I planted those arborvitaes. So we're coming down to the back garden. My sorry looking urn. It's coming. And that tree again, it smells delicious. Smells like a bit of like honey. Smells similar to that honeysuckle plant. I'll research and find out what it is. Now that I've come back down here this morning, I see another bamboo poking up over there. So I did get in here, cut as much as I can, but there's still some on the neighbor's side. I haven't seen him. Hopefully he's doing okay. I haven't seen him in a while, and I've never seen his yard like that uncut. This is my makeshift compost bin. And that's a rose. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a knockout rose. I did spray it a little bit with that systemic spray. I'm going to come through again because it always has some black spots or something is eating up the leaves. And I would love, that's why I don't buy much rose, because I'm always having that problem. I do get some blooms, but the black spots, the leaves being eaten. And I think I've inherited some Rose of Sharon. There's one coming up right there. And I'm going to leave that because I like that. And I pulled out some of my obedience plant by getting some of those weeds out. The vinca is running. I'm not a real fan of running ground covers, so still need to come back and clean it up a little bit. Put some stepping stones so I'm not walking on plants, and I need to do some markers because there's a lot of stuff I stepped on yesterday. I got over there and pulled, there's ivy, there's all kind of stuff. And that's another rose. It's hanging on, struggling, but hanging on. And that's allium right there and candy tuft. And as you can see, the bunny is at work. That's what it does to my hostas. Bunny food. So they deter me from planting hostas, honestly. So the star of the show down in the back garden is this rose. I look out from the window, the back window, and from the sunroom, and I'm telling you, this is just awesome. And I love this euphorbia. It seems like it's loving it down here because I'm telling you, this one, both of them, when I bought them, they were the same size. And this one is humongous. It's probably about 2.5 feet tall. And I love that red salvia back there. It's a nice pop of color. There is a purple one. And I still need to get back there and do some weeding as well, all the way to the back. And this is my ginormous crepe myrtle that I run to for shade when I'm working out in the garden until I get some more shade. Not sure if I'll be getting any blooms from my peony. They're still young, so I might have to wait until next year. So this is just that back garden area. Some dianthus in that big bucket. I might change it around and just use a planter. It was just something my husband threw out from work. It was sitting in the yard, and you know me, I plant in everything. My little Santa watching over my plants. Should tell him to run away the rabbits. And I need to chop that bamboo out of there. The neighbor don't cut their yard that much, so you know they just come on over my side. So I'll come back through here and do a little bit of weeding. My hydrangea getting ready to bloom. More hostas. This little rabbit eats some, leaves some. So, and that's another salvia back there. I love that they don't touch that, so I might just have to incorporate more salvia in the back, in the yard, in and around the yard. I haven't planted anything down this side of the fence because this is the area like behind the RV where I told you there is some form of easement. So I haven't done anything really on this side. I come this far because if needs be, I'll just dig these up. They're easy to dig, so I don't, and relocate that post. So I don't really do much further than where I originally started. So now I'll go over to my tree that I have, that climbing rose, and it has a lot of buds and it has started its show. So it's pink. This is gonna be beautiful. I'll just get those grangly branches at the top so this look a little bit more refined. I wanted it to just run all over the place and probably run on up over there, but we'll see if it gets to the top. So I normally put some pots underneath. Still need to fill those too, but I don't want a lot of pots. Last year when we went, camping, I was just so worried about the plants, and the ones in the pots were the ones I mostly worry about. So I try not to do much plants in pots and try to get them in spaces in the ground. That rose is really doing well too. That's awesome. And you should smell this plant. Oh my God, I don't know if you can see the pollinators buzzing, but it's filled with bees. I love the way it is. I just hope it gets a little taller. That's in front of the shed. I hate to really cut it away from the door, but I have to. But that thing is humongous. I love it. And I'm happy that I was thinking of putting it into a tree form instead of just keeping it cut, because that way I did not see any blooms on it. So we're gonna head down the topiary concourse. I had underplanted this. It's got pansy and it's got that golden sedum. And then this one has some sedum. Still waiting for my spirals to flush out and really fill in. I don't preen it that much because I want it to grow. This one, I'm training it into a ball. And there's a bird's nest in this pom-pom. And I might put that Japanese maple over in the center of the extended bed from the lily. Um, the yard was being cut, and that the person with the weed whacker, he lifted, and I tell you, he hacked a couple leaves off, and I tell you, I cringed. So that's my little pride and joy over there. So I might just put it in the extended bed, somewhere in the middle maybe. We'll play with that. And this is over in that side bed. Got the butterfly bush, got some yarrow coming up, and salvia. And I think that's bee balm coming up. I have sprinkled some marigold seeds in the front of this. And I moved a heuchera. I have those two silver looking plants. I'm gonna have to read it because I want something in the front, but nothing that's gonna be overbearing. My deutzia, I haven't seen any buds yet. It's supposed to be getting ready to give me a little show sometimes now. That's what it did last year, but I haven't seen anything. And that's the lily bed. It's a hydrangea poking out from behind. In the bird bath, the pansies are still going. I moved all the pansies from the other pots and just poked them there. So whenever they're done, then I'll find something else to put in. That's the other spiral. Looks a little bit more even than the other one. And my Asiatic lilies are going crazy. I planted these two urns. Might still be putting things in there. The Asiatic lilies are beautiful. There's a hydrangea in the front. I'm not sure what that one is, but I'll try to figure it out. And I think I have another salvia, the red one, underneath. I'm gonna have to dig that out because the daylilies and the hydrangea, you cannot see. I have to bend down and get under there to see that thing. Luckily, I saw a little piece of it while I was weeding the other day. So I think I'll just remove it and maybe put it somewhere else where it's going to get sun and grow. My little wood pile. Oh, I forgot the centerpiece. So let's go over to the centerpiece. And we've got a little show going on with the climbing rose. The trumpet vine, it's still climbing. This one is a red. So we got some rose, climbing rose. My friend came over. She's the one who gave me the cuttings, and she was just so amazed. She says, I can't wait to see it. I said, neither can I. I think I'm gonna pull all the sedum out of the base of this. Maybe do something else because this is supposed to be a startler, and it looks anything but. My clematis is still working out, and I didn't trim these. I just like the way they look. Those are just so cute. Guess I'll have to chop them off at some point, but it's doing quite well. And I'm also rethinking the bar I have around it. It's a metal bar. Doesn't really give me a perfect circle, so I might do some of the kind of bricks, curved kind of brick, and do it. So that's something I'm thinking about, and just redo it. Maybe put some salvia around the open spots in between those verticals around it to give me a real wow factor. But that rose is doing awesome. So We'll just go up to the terrace. And of course, hiding the AC unit, we have some geranium and my little annual urn that I did. My vegetable pot. I have made many salads from these lettuces. They're awesome. And that's my lemon mint. This phlox is just killing it. It always does. It always put on a good show. This is beautiful as well. Heuchera. And then another pot. That's actually the winter cabbage still going. And some daylily. My two whipcords. And the back of the Asiatic lily. And this is the back of the lily bed. And over there is Black-Eyed Susan, and I think that's the national plant for Maryland. I do have this tiny little what is it? It's a blanket flower. I don't know if you can see it. It's poking out, and I might have to move it or just chop some of this daylily off. I hate to do that. And then there's another milkweed over there. And you know my euonymus trees that the little caterpillars ate. I really have not seen them. I'll see one or two curled up somewhere. But there's a lot of brown pods all around the garden. So I'm not sure if they're the ones who are in it. That's another peony. I guess I'll have to wait for next year for my peony show. This is supposed to be a hydrangea. Hopefully it's the white one. It was in a pot and I took it out some time ago. One of my little trees I found in the yard. And the yarrow is doing something today. Awesome. No, not yarrow, the Garo. That's Gara, I'm sorry. That's another peony right there. And I wouldn't put anything at the back of the grill. I just keep that space. Because sometimes my husband grill and he'll be throwing the oil somewhere back there. I don't need him to kill my plants. So that's fine. I rearranged the flowers on the terrace so it's a little bit more functional. The eating area, the two humongous azalea bushes. That sends my allergies into overdrive whenever they come out, but they're beautiful. And then I have one Asiatic lily down there that's finished. I have a sedum. I have a phlox, and there's actually two hostas down there. And then my lily, not the lily, the iris. And in this pot, I have some, I have sedum, I think that's geranium, and the English thyme. And my neighbor gave me some coreopsis, and that's a vinca vine. In this side bed, that's the obedience plant, my fennel, some more thyme. This Iceland poppy don't look like it's doing well here. And then yesterday I was weeding. I did pull out some of those, some of my flowers. So I stuck them in some pots and see if I can get them to grow again. And this is my oriental and edible garden. Not much going on here. I might have to just buy like a bell pepper and something and put it in the box because Normally my tomatoes would get bigger, but something is eating the leaves. There's a few in there. There's one over there. Normally these boxes are filled. And what's left of those, I divided the alliums, and that's one down there. And I found sage, like a it sends up or reseeds itself, whatever it does. I found a baby sage. I mean salvia. This was in a pot last year, tiny pot. And I decided to put it in this, and I see where it has put on some new growth, the little tiny ones all over. So I just said, let me put it here and hang it. And then my window box. So we're going through the side gate. And I do have a surprise for you, because I went in here and I mulched. I added, that's a lily. My neighbor gave that to me, and hopefully it grows. So I put that there. I have put the hosta a little closer to the front. This is flowering up, my hydrangea. And I put some more hostas to the front. Hopefully the bunnies won't come through. I did get this lily at Home Depot. So I put it on this side. Hopefully the other one comes up. And then that's Coreopsis over there. I got that from my neighbor as well. It was in a little pot, and I want to get rid of most of the little pots. I'm not sure what that one. It could be Dianthus, maybe. But I have all these hostas in the front, and that should look pretty. See, this one is coming out. This is a blue color hydrangea. This is definitely new wood, because I went down and cut off the old one. These are the little black and white bugs I see on a lot of the plants, and they tend to just eat up the leaves, put holes in the leaves. There is 2 little sprouts here, and about 2 years ago my neighbor gave me, she has this variegated lily. The leaves are like green and white, and I think I put it here, and hopefully that's them coming back up, because this would be awesome. So those 2 little things, I put that little stick to mark. And then around the tree, it had a Asiatic lily that's done, some mint. This is kind of my broken pottery area. This one tipped over. So it's got some iris. Some mint. More of the allium that I separated. I gave my neighbor one too. And I dug up a milkweed for her. She likes it. So I set a little pot for her. That's another pot with the Coreopsis and some vinca. That vinca is like purple. This just stays green. It seems to just love this corner. And that's my humongous hosta with a little bit of Super Bell underneath. I love that pot. So that's the look back to that bed underneath the juniper tree. And then I Put some super bells up in there too, along with the vinca. Oops. My bloody crane's bill is still going. My Medusa head. So we're going towards the front. So we're just showing you what's going on. Did paint that door because we did the sunroom as well and painted both the doors. So that's an update for you as well. My Mandevilla and some nice blooms on this rose. It does pretty good this year. I did spray too with that systemic, but I still have holes in the leaves. See? But I think this is a knockout because I really don't get any smell from them, but they're just beautiful. That's another hydrangea back there. So hopefully it will grow tall. And my humongous patch of hostas. And that's down my berm. So that's one of those arborvitae globes, and it's going to give a little bit of chartreuse color to it. I just wanted something to break the berm up. And my forsythias are on the bottom. I think that will give my little berm some interest. A little hanging color. Pansy is still going on the box on the rail. And there's that rose again, looking quite good. And I did put another hosta in here just to make a good edge, fill that little spot out between the blue one and the one with the yellow edges. And the azaleas are definitely done, so I can come in and reprune these, my two moga pines. So we're just gonna head back. So that's what I have for you for updates in the garden. Thank you so much for watching, and it's an awesome day to do this end of May update with you. And I'll leave you here at the side garden. So thank you all for watching. Hope I have motivated you to have a house plant or a little vegetable garden, maybe in the corner off your porch or somewhere, or on the corner off your kitchen counter, that you can have some herbs or something, if it's even a herb garden. So enjoy your day. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.